What's up, guys? If you can, please follow us on our new TikTok account. Here is our profile. It's at TENFITMEN. Please go there and follow us. Now enjoy our next video. Now time to play with Tsitsipas. All right, let's have fun. Backhand. So, just finished the training with Novak Djokovic on the stadium court, where I had to jump in and hit some serves for like 10 minutes under huge pressure. I think I delivered. Now time to play with Tsitsipas. It goes fine. Nice day today. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another TENFITMEN video. Here is the situation when I had to fix the camera. If you remember from the last time, I accidentally hit the camera. Actually, Stefanos, he led the ball and it hit the camera. The camera dropped, so you weren't able to see that part, but here I fixed it. And now Apostolos asked us to start serving. We were also discussing a little bit with Steph's mom there. She was on the court. Here was a little bit uncertainty who will start serving. Should it be Brian or myself? And then somehow, we ended up deciding that I start. I think Brian told me that I should start. I was ready to let him start, but he insisted, and Apostolos told me to start serving to Steph's backhand. And here we go. Time for serves. Always in these first few serves I go super easy, and unfortunately the first two went in the net, so felt a little bit pressure here and even had some longer break there between, but everything kind of came to its place and I started serving properly here. So my job here was to serve to Stefanos' backhand side, and here is Apostolos giving some advice to Steph how to prepare for this return. So in the first couple of returns he was a little bit late, that's how it seemed, and even making some easier mistakes. I was still kind of going through the warming up of the serves. And here was one good return, and let's check that out again. Here is my serve in slow motion, and a very nice return from Steph, how he extended that and lifted the racket up above his head. Oops, and again hit the net. That was a sweet serve. Pretty good return. But watch here how he finished on this. Yeah, it was not so compact. Watch the position of the racket. It was not above his head like in the previous occasion, and you will see in one of the next returns, I think he will do a much better job there, and I will show that in slow motion as well. Immediately here on the next return, and you will see that again. Watch. It's totally different finish. Watch the angle of the racket. It's more horizontal, whereas the previous one was more like vertical. And this is what gave him this kind of depth and like compact feel on that return. That was pretty good. I was just trying to focus on that consistency and trying to deliver some faster serves, which is not really easy to put together unless you are one of the pros. It's very tough to go for both, the power and the consistency. But I was feeling pretty confident on my serves because, again, just before this training I was at the stadium court hitting some serves to Novak Djokovic to warm him up for his match against John Isner. That was super fun. Obviously had a lot of pressure there, but all ended up pretty good. I felt amazing after that. So here I didn't feel as much pressure as at the stadium court, but if you think about it, here there were a lot of people watching, and even the hitting partners there around, watching you, it's always a bit tricky because everybody would like to be there, and then they're thinking, would they be able to do a better job?
Very good.
Here Steph was working on the kind of like a chop return slice. And Apostolos gave me some advice on how to lean a bit more into that ball. Just here, the example of the contact point, how I'm completely stretched up, but that contact point didn't seem to be in the right spot, so this is why I hit the net. And also the way I finished, I kind of turned a bit early. And here was a much better serve. That was a pretty good return as well. Just another time you could see that serve. Was that an ace? Possibly. Steph was maybe not really sharp enough for this one, but it usually should not happen. If the player knows where he's serving, it should not be an ace. I think that went a bit long.
Forehand?
Here, maybe it was time to change the serves to the wide serve, to his forehand. So you can see preparation of Steph's forehand, of Steph's return. He was not totally ready, and let's see if he will improve that by time. It's a pretty good one. I felt like I was delivering pretty good serves with a solid consistency and speed. It was enough for Steph to get the feel on those faster serves for his returns. So Brian was there behind, and he was helping me get the balls, because obviously Apostolos was around Steph and giving him advice for the returns almost every couple of shots. Either forehands or backhands, and now even slice. Wow, that was amazing return. We can see that in slow motion as well. He makes it look so easy. Watch, his split step is way before my contact. Here is the contact point, he's already in the air. There is the racket, head of the racket already up high at the moment of bounce of the ball, and here is that racket leg just before the contact, finishing with a high elbow. Again, split step, high racket, and with a high elbow finish produces this amazing cross-court forehand return. That was a bit wide serve, but it was all going pretty good. Everything as planned so far. Just trying to deliver those heavy serves here. There's Apostolos' advice how to extend and lead with that elbow. That was a tough serve. It's a bit long. So Steph hit a couple of times in the net, and it was time for Apostolos to try to explain a few things, how to finish that ball. A little bit more extension forward instead of that quick turn with the forearm. So Apostolos wanted Steph to kind of extend and lead with the elbow a bit higher. So he did that here and framed it. Just had to kind of change a little bit the timing. But I was also trying to hit pretty hard serves, so it's not as easy as it looks like. And on these courts, serves really bounce, kind of tricky. That was amazing. The crowd acknowledged that with the applause. Watch this, I think it was even a little bit wide. Look at the position of my racket, how I finished. But Steph, with a minimum swing, he managed to hit this amazing return. That was absolutely brilliant. Hot shot of the day. And I remember on that day, Steph hit a lot of returns, a lot. From all the corners, different kind of serves, and soon Brian will join. Just want to show you how I go for my serve here with the racket at that position. Here is the racket drop, not ideal. It's a little bit looking like a waiter serve, but because of this second part where I lead with the edge, it's still fine. And I stretch all the way up and pronate. So here the racket face is pointing to the side fence, and there is the finish. So the result is pretty good serve, and Steph still managed to return that one back. Okay, so now it was time for Brian to hit some second serves, and you will notice Brian has an amazing serve. This is why I really insisted him to also serve from the beginning, but he wanted me to go for first serves, and his job was to go for the second serves, but you will see. His second serves are also super heavy, and he's really able to generate a lot of speed, a lot of different spin. That was a close one, almost hit the camera. Watch the slow motion. Very nice, smooth motion. Watch the racket pointing up as the ball reached the peak and then dropping the racket. Look at his chest pointing up, amazing. And here the elbow is leading that racket, amazing angle, and then great finish on that serve. Really, really like from the books. Very nice technique on the serve, and he can generate some amazing power. So here his job was to deliver a lot of consistent, precise and heavy second serves. So the moment he was kind of going for the kick serve, that was a nice touch there on the racket. Watch that pronation of the racket. Really, really nice. And even Steph was struggling on some of Brian's second serves, especially when he hit those serves to his body. You will see later. It was very difficult for Steph to react and control those shots. For example, this one, and you will see quite a few after. So here, when he hits that kind of like a slicer that gets into Steph's body, it was very tough. Here I commented on something for Brian, maybe like that the serves are too good. And you can see here, Steph was struggling, but these serves are really amazing. It's the world top serve. That was a good return from Steph. Another one. Okay, so I checked the camera. Brian, he knew the camera was there recording, so he just said hi there. I felt on this one Steph was a little bit kind of passive there, waiting. He had to step in on that backhand return. But now he was hitting a few forehands as well. I think Brian was trying to go for the body here, yeah, and Apostle said go for his body. That was a funny moment. Watch this. Steph was in a good mood, and also the crowd always loves to see some funny, interesting moments. But Apostolos again saw the opportunity to give advice to Steph on how to approach that return. When he wants to go a little bit around and wants to hit the forehand, here with the racket a little bit high, in high position, tip of the racket pointing up. That was nice, amazing return. Every now and then I would check the camera, making sure it's recording everything because of that experience we had from previous part where the ball hit the camera. Nobody saw it for a while. So in this moment I was the one helping Brian with getting the balls, and at the same time I was kind of thinking about those strokes, doing some shadow swings, trying to imagine, because I was expecting we might also hit some returns, so I was getting ready for that. Steph's mom was helping us to get the balls, and that was a funny moment. Apostle was always commenting on Steph's behavior in certain moments, like there when he could not give us the ball. Here I thought that Brian was supposed to hit a bit more spin because Steph was working on the slice. So here he listened to me and hit the spin, but then Steph hit the top spin, so Brian was not sure. He, confirmed, and I think Steph told him to serve more slice. But again, his serve is kind of in between. It's not like a super kicker. I think he was going more for slice serve here. But I really want to give all the credit to Brian. He did an amazing job with these serves, and it was not easy because he was first waiting for me. I was doing the serves and he was there maybe a little bit getting cold, cooling down, and then it was his turn, and he really did an amazing job. And it's not really so easy as it looks, just hitting second serves consistently like this and having all this crowd. If you start having some thoughts, it can be tricky, it can be a little bit uncomfortable and feeling the pressure.
Very nice. Okay, step. Guys, anybody?
And that was it for this serving part on the deuce side. Now it was time for Steph to hit some serves, and Apostolos told me to hit the returns. And this is where we're gonna wrap up this part, because it's still gonna go on for a while. So I'm gonna do the returns on this side, and then we will also do serves from the ad side. So that was it for this part, and thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to watch the next part as well, part number 4, and also the previous parts if you haven't watched them so far. And feel free to comment and contact us via any of the social media platforms, all the links below in the description. And once again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had some fun watching this and maybe you learned something. I will see you soon in our next video. Hi guys, just want to jump in real quickly here at the end. Thank you so much for watching our videos and for all of your engagement. It really means so much to us. And just want to say, if you really enjoy consuming our content and if you support everything we do and you maybe want to kind of contribute to our TENFITMEN team, you're very welcome to visit our Patreon page, and I will put the link somewhere here, and I will also put it down below in the description. Over there you will see that we have many cool projects and ideas in our minds, and we are really looking forward to it. And then with having you as our wings, we will be able to get there much faster and actually make all this journey closer to you and share all these amazing moments with you. So please go there and check out our page. Once again, thank you so much for watching us and for following, and I'll see you very soon in our next video.